Star Wars 7x7, episode 2493. Today, I'm taking another trip down memory lane and sharing an interview with Jordan White, who at the time was the editor for the Star Wars comics at Marvel. This is back in April of 2015. Punch it. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So today's trip down memory lane involves Jordan White. Jordan now is a senior editor at Marvel overseeing all of the X-Men comics. At the time this interview took place at Celebration Anaheim in April of 2015, he was still an editor at Marvel Comics, but he was in a brand new and very exciting situation, which he will tell you about in this particular interview. But the conversation started off with the question that I'd been asking of everyone that I interviewed at Celebration Anaheim in 2015, which was why Star Wars, and left it as open-ended like that and did not try to put any additional parameters on it. I just let people react to it as they felt was appropriate for them, or just whatever first occurred and first jumped out into their minds. And the range of answers was just really fabulous. And hopefully if you've listened to previous episodes of the show here where I've been sharing these with you, then you see kind of the range that it inspired, which was just really wonderful to be a part of. But unless you go back really far on the website for the show, SWC7x7.com, it's hard to find some of these interviews now. I mean, they're not even showing up in Apple Podcasts anymore because there have been so many more since then. But yeah, that's part of the treat of rediscovering these for me, and I hope you have been enjoying them as well. And I hope you will enjoy this particular one that we're serving up today, which is Jordan White from Marvel Comics talking about why Star Wars and a little bit more.
Why Star Wars? Well, because it's just got so much excitement to it. It's got so much... It draws you in as soon as you start watching it. I mean, a lot of people love Empire Strikes Back the most. I actually think I like the first movie most because, again, it just pulls you right in right away. It immediately gets you on that classic hero's journey where you want to see everybody succeed. You want to see these bad guys torn down, and you want to see the good guys win. And it delivers perfectly on that. It's so much fun along the way. Great characters, great adventure.
Now, you were working with Marvel before Star Wars actually came back into the Marvel fold. How did you find out that you were going to not get to be a part of that?
They called me into an office, and I had no idea what they were going to say, and they said, "You're going to be editing the Star Wars line," and I was floored. At that point, we didn't even know, the rest of the editors, I mean, obviously the higher-ups knew, they told me, but none of the editors knew we were getting Star Wars. So all of a sudden, I'm going to be editing them, and I wasn't allowed to tell anyone because it was all a secret that nobody knew that it was moving yet. And they told me right before I went on vacation to Disney World, and so I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Were you shaking?
Yes, I was. I was like, "Oh, I have to go on Star Tours 50 times." And I did, and yeah, it was absolutely the most exciting news I've pretty much ever gotten in my career.
That's wonderful, terrific. And there you go. That was Jordan White from Marvel Comics talking about his answer for why Star Wars, and also about how he found out that Star Wars was coming back to Marvel Comics and that he would get to be the editor for it. So there you go. Then that is going to do it for this episode of the show as well. It just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for it, as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
Star Wars 7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars-related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.